Hello, and welcome. Oh, wait. I should probably pull this up. Okay, hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Riot Rehab. I am Zointed, aka Justin, and to my left is
Sam, aka Broxton.
And go ahead, you other two.
Timothy. My in-game name is Ionical.
And the last one?
Most people call me Timothy.
I am Maurice, and my game name is Cuz, also known as Diam2.
Diam2. Alrighty, we're going to go around and first off talk about what rank we are, how long we've been playing, our favorite roles, our favorite champion that we're playing for the time being, things like that. And go ahead and you start off, Sam.
Alright, I guess currently I am bronze 4 in solo duo.
Yeah, it's just the beginning.
In my
of the
defense,
season.
I was silver.
In my defense.
I was silver 2 last season. I just haven't played that much solo duo this season yet. But
And who are you playing?
My main roles are ADC support, low-key Bard main.
Alrighty, and Tim?
Yeah, I'm a bronze 1 in the solo duo tier. I've been playing League of Legends probably since either 2011, 2012. My main role is mid lane, but I can play pretty much. I like to mix it up, especially lately. I've been focusing a lot on one role, so branch out a little bit, get some experience. My main champion has always been Karma in the mid lane. I do it, and I do it well. But once again, I've been trying to branch out recently. You're subjective. So I've been playing a lot of Fizz mid lane. He's really strong right now. He has a lot of damage potential. Lots of easy counters for Fizz, though, so it's kind of precarious.
Precarious. That's I feel like somebody's on Google. Let's take it to Cuz.
Shit, I'm Iron 2. But in my defense, I just stopped smoking weed, so I just got decent at the game.
Oh yeah,
So,
and not to mention you did get up to I think it was silver 2 years ago, right? In Flex.
yeah, but that was with everybody else's help, though. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I mean, but you have experience up there at least.
I mean, yeah, but I've been playing for 3 years, My
And
main role right now is, jungle. Whole lot of volley dick going on,
I didn't know you could play just as Volley's dick. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can. That's actually the strongest part of the champion. You can ignore the rest of it.
Oh man,
The CC, fear, flips, none of that matters. You just need the long dick of the bear.
God damn it! Riot's gonna get another lawsuit from women. All right, so that
Because if there's anything that women don't like, it's long bear dicks.
Long bear dicks.
How long are we into this? We already decided it's not PG-13.
oh yeah, this is gonna be whatever the fuck we want to say. It's a podcast.
Well, yeah.
We
Cuz
can
is
say,
here.
Do they
so-
have rated R podcasts? Do they
Oh
have
yeah,
that?
I listen to one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorites all the time. Yeah, and they-
But is it
It
listed
just
like?
depends.
Is it like listed as rated R? Like,
Oh.
warning! You must be 18 years or older to listen to this podcast.
Well,
when you
I
listen,
think it's a matter of like what kind of platforms you want to be on. Like if you're going to be on YouTube, the algorithm will
YouTube's a
probably
lot more
punish you a
strict
little
with
bit
that.
more.
Oh yeah,
I don't see Spotify or
yeah.
or
Pandora.
anything else.
When I listen to them, it'll be like, what you're about to listen to might be hurtful to young children or sensitive folk or something
Audiences
like
under
that.
13 years old.
Yeah. But do we want to talk about Tim's drunk rampage or talk about the patch notes first?
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? Tim, why don't you go ahead and start posting those?
Sure.
Yeah, and everybody else go over to the patch notes so you can read along with me, so we can figure out what has changed and what we like and what we don't like about it.
I don't like anything. Black.
Alright. So everybody at the patch notes. Well, besides Tim, I guess. I'll just read the first one out. So it looks like Tom Kench got a bug fix which I guess he used to not properly spit out allies in front of him, which I never really noticed. Was that really the fix that
I think Tom Kench is has been kind of a niche pick to begin with. Not a lot of people have been playing him, especially in these lower elos. Just because he's a really passive support. Yeah,
be tanky now. He can. It's so hard for him to his CCs.
Yeah, and didn't they do something weird to his passive?
Yeah, you can't proc his passive. I mean, it's been like that for a while, but you can't proc his passive off of auto attacks anymore.
I thought it was his Q couldn't do it anymore.
No, his Q is part of his passive. His Q will stun him if he procs it.
Okay.
But you have to basically hit him with like all of your abilities. Well, you only have 2 abilities to do it with. So
all right, we'll move on to the. Oh wait, first off, how does Cuz pronounce Tom Kench?
Tom Kench, nigga.
Okay, I didn't know the N word was added to the end of it, but all right.
I
approve this message.
So next one is Tiamat and Ravenous Hydra bug fix. Immolate items, Sona, and Soraka balance changes. So I guess Poppy fixed a bug that allowed Poppy to proc Tiamat and Ravenous Hydra's active from range. Is that like from throwing her shield?
Yeah, I imagine so.
I feel like that's not too bad. I don't think that's a bug. I feel like that would just
be part of her
in the
kit, right?
Yeah,
You'd think.
That's what I feel like.
But only if Tiamat should only proc off of auto attacks. So unless that's an empowered auto attack, then it really probably shouldn't. Proc off of it.
I guess, but I don't feel like that would have been as big of a deal. But you know,
I don't know what they mean by Ravenous Hydra's active from range, because the active has a range, and you don't need a target to activate it. You just
maybe like when you threw your little shield thinger out, and then you hit, say your active was on 2, you hit 2, and maybe it does it from where your shield is. I don't know. I've never seen anything. But let's move on because that's boring. Nobody even plays Poppy anymore. Rengar fixed a bug that allowed Rengar to proc Tiamat.
Well, hold on. Actually, speaking of Poppy, they are actually, not this patch, but in the next patch, there are rumors of Poppy getting a little bit of a buff that'll allow her to play in the jungle, which is exciting for me because I've played Poppy in the jungle before, and it's hard. Really hard to do.
Yeah, honestly, that's one of the few champions that I have yet to even really pick up, unless it's like an ARAM or something. So I'll be excited to try that, especially since I enjoy jungle a lot. But is your Rampage, is it up? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Oh boy, this is a lot to go through. All right, you want to go ahead and give us the story?
Oh yeah, so I was I don't know, I was playing games with my brother. We were having a good time. I think we were playing some Team Fortress 2 or some Overwatch prior to this. It doesn't really matter. Little brother Jeremy, just like, all right, well, we're kind of done with this game. What are we gonna do next? I don't know. We don't have really anything else to do. Let's play some League. And right from the get-go, he was 100% completely apathetic. Oh, okay. I hate life. And I'm like, well, you're going to do it. And I'm calling the shots. So there we go. Queued up. I played Fizz in the mid lane. I was confident. I was excited. I was ready to win my match. Not as good as I thought it was good. Turns out.
So let's jump to when you log on the next day.
Well, I mean, I wasn't like blacked out or fucking.
Oh no, I'm saying when this actually showed up.
Oh yeah, today, just now.
Yes. Were you like,
I guess I
understand.
haven't played League for a little bit. Yeah, I guess I haven't played League for a couple of days, or maybe the report didn't go through or whatever. But today it just showed up. I got my 10 game chat restriction, and these chat logs pop up, and instantly I'm teleported back to the anguish of the moment.
So,
and
all right,
I kept insisting. I kept telling him, my little brother, and everybody else on the team. It wasn't my fault. All right, it wasn't my fault that we lost. Fault does not lie with me.
Actually, most of the stuff in game, I'm pretty sure it's the part where you said, "God, I fucking hate this game." Riot was like, "No,
no,
you're not allowed to say that."
They slammed that. They smashed that ban button. Because are you looking through this right now?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like giving a brief look through right now, and the only reason I could see you getting banned is either the dead SpongeBob meme with the "I'm losing lane, not one gank," or or the possible riddled spelling errors. I don't even know what "idge" means.
What?
IG or IJ, and then
right
at the beginning, no, Invidaddy.
Well, that was me trying. That was me trying to say okay, right, page thing, but my fingers were one key over, so it just hit okay turns into ish. If you take a look at the keyboards there, that's what that was.
I like right at the end. Let's all dogpile on the allowing so she can ult.
Wait, what?
Right at the very bottom, right before the game ended.
Yeah, because Alawi she was really strong in that game. Like if I look back at the match history, Alawi finished the game.
What the fuck is Jesus Christ?
10 kills and 7 deaths. Okay, so she wasn't that strong. She was relatively strong. For the record, I finished with 6 kills.
You know what?
And only 12 deaths. All right, so
I think I'm gonna screenshot this on the part where you said I got hard countered. You fucking imbecile.
I love that part. That's the best line.
But I'm just gonna highlight and keep the "I got hard."
You imbecile. I got hard.
You just gotta take certain things out of here. I got hard.
Jesus, you got really, you can't even say the R word anymore, dude. That's, no. Oh wait, you're sending me the screenshot of the...
I got hard. Do you see? Fucking asshole.
Look at that. Look at
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, 2 and 12 on the... You know what, Amumu's supposed to be strong, but every time I see him played, he's not doing shit.
Yeah, because people try to...
Bro, his buff wasn't that good, bro.
I'm good with him, alright? I'm good with him.
Stop.
Alright.
He's one of the few junglers that I'm actually...
I mean, he did get 17 assists, so...
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. 17 assists, yeah. So his kill participation was actually still higher than yours.
Yeah, well, it's tough to tell.
Dude, Amumu's buff only increased his fucking dash speed from his Q and fucking
it's the item. It's that Cinder Hulk that makes him way stronger now. It's not necessarily his buff specifically. But
and look, he didn't even... Oh wait, he might have gone. That might be a Cinder Hulk jungle item.
Speaking of buffs, let's go back to Sona. Looks like she got a nerf in the basic attack damage. Basic attack damage growth got also nerfed.
That doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's not too bad. She wasn't even that big of a deal.
Place.
Yeah. Her E, which is the one that makes you run faster.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think... Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. You guys are talking about the Sona nerfs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently coming up in the next patch, maybe I'm jumping the gun a little here, but coming up in the next patch, they're rebuffing Sona again. They're bringing her back to where she was.
Oh, well, I would like to see Sona strong again.
I didn't think she needed to be nerfed in the first place.
It was Soraka top that was the problem.
Yeah, Soraka top was a big problem, but honestly, I haven't run into it in many of my games. And then when I do run into it, it's not really that big of a deal. Have you guys run into it at all?
No. Well, not in my lane, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't run into... I think every time...
I think Soraka is just a strong support in general. Her heal and sustainability can keep the carries alive on the team for a long time. And it's really hard to get all the way past their back line to get to Soraka while she's just healing everybody. And then once she gets those extra heal power items like Redemption and Shirelia's, it's really hard to keep up with that sustain.
Yeah.
Then all you gotta do is just throw a Lich Bane in there, and then you just heal and auto people.
I think the reason why Soraka was so good when she was able to solo lane was because people were going mid with like Mordekaiser and shit like that, like a lot more frequently, like bruisers. And because...
Or set.
Yeah, and then if they had another enchanter, like let's say a Lulu as support, later in the game, 2 enchanters making these bruisers and possibly like a Master Yi in the jungle, like somebody could super pop off, it was just impossible to kill the team.
Yeah, because if you have a tanky team, a couple of enchanters, and a hybrid carry, that's a real recipe for success.
Oh yeah. So then we don't really have to go past this. I feel like everybody knows about the Soraka changes. I don't have to really go into specifics, but essentially everything got nerfed.
Yeah,
Everything.
And Immolate and Center Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
All those Sunfire and Forgefire cape.
Oh wow.
Got nerfed.
Really? That kind of sucks for me because I use that on a lot.
Not by a lot. The damage is the same. It's just the cooldown and the bonus health is reduced.
Yeah. Well, you get less bonus
Or
health
increased
altogether too. Yeah.
Well, and the damage ends up being lower because cooldown on it. It's not pulsing off. But I guess we kind of knew that was going to come after they buffed the item. I just don't know why they buff it and then immediately nerf it, because they buffed it, wasn't getting as much use, it wasn't as strong. The champions that used it weren't as strong. Brought it back up and then immediately knocked it back down. Yeah. And I didn't see any sort of issues with it.
They're putting me through an emotional roller coaster here, man.
But if you notice, like, going back to the thing with what's going to happen to Sona in the next patch, she's going to get reverted back to how she was.
I really hope so, because I miss seeing her in games. I don't see her very often.
It just kind of seems like the game might be really balanced right now, and Riot just is, trying to mix it up like they always do. They can't not patch the game.
I don't know about balance, because when I'm watching LCS, it's the same comps over and over and over. And even in my ELO, it's pretty much the same comps over and over. So I feel like they are ignoring shit that might be hard to fix for them because of spaghetti code or whatever. And just replacing their pages with, shit that they know they can fix. And it looks like they did a lot of work for the 2 weeks that they had. You get what I'm saying?
Well, what kind of team comps are you seeing in LCS that are repeating themselves a lot?
Aphelios and Senna, for one, just never are. They're either banned or they're picked. Who was the other one that I saw constantly?
Well, Aphelios isn't balanced by any means.
Well, he just recently got some things that I feel like the fact that you can see both of his guns now, or both of his weapons. That's
I feel like
the next part of the patch.
You can see the icons up, but like, what is that really?
Well, that lets you know that when
champion.
That lets you know that, like, say he hits you with that long range Q from that Caitlyn type weapon.
You know what he's going to follow.
You know what he's going to follow up with, and not to mention his ult is different based on what guns he has. So you're going to know if you're going to get stunned or if you're going to get extra damage put on you. Shit like that.
I'm actually happier about his ult range getting nerfed too.
Oh yeah, the ult range was insane. Are you jumping ahead, Sam?
I just said that we talked about it a little bit. But Aphelios was the next one.
All right. Well, Victor. Apparently, when playing Victor on the Chaos side, which is the top side, his W will successfully stun enemies walking through or standing on it, on the third stack. I don't get what that means because I've never played Victor. Does anybody hear me?
On the top side, I don't know.
I don't know why that makes a difference.
I didn't know. I never know there was a Chaos side unless they did some sort of rework to Victor that I heard about.
Yeah. I'm not sure if anybody is listening or if Tim wants to hack into the mainframe and let us know.
Yeah, I'll hack into the mainframe real quick.
Cuz?
Dude, I don't play fucking Victor, dude.
I know. I just feel like you should throw something out there. Just every so often. I hate Victor. Fuck that.
Yeah, everything I see about Victor doesn't really say anything about Chaos or topside.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that Victor is the same as he was last week and move on to Trumbull. Or Trumbull. Move on to Trumbull. Okay. Fuck, I hate that this is the first episode. I'm going to talk shit about how Cuz doesn't pronounce shit right, and I'm the first one that didn't pronounce something right. But whatever. Okay. Trundle, it's an Bammy Cinder bug fix. Trundle can no longer hurt his... Oh, I've heard about this one. Trundle actually, apparently, at one point could have killed his own allies. He can no longer hurt his allies if he has a Bammy Cinder by casting his pillar on an ally champion. So his pillar used to be able to proc Bammy's Cinder. And
because some things in the game count as units. And so essentially, wouldn't that also mean that Trundle can do damage to his enemies with Bammy's Cinder?
Yes, that's what it was originally designed for, I would assume.
Which that's kind of just interesting.
That's just funny.
Just uneducated.
That makes me want to just look up there has to be a montage out there of Trundle just killing teammates, but are about to back and shit. That makes me want to look that up so bad. Okay, now Mumu. Cuz I know you have shit to talk about on this one. Are you looking through the patch notes with us?
Yeah.
So,
but I mean,
go ahead.
His buff wasn't that. Like, it's kind of like you said, it's mainly off the Cinder Hulk, because his buff doesn't really. I mean, or actually wasn't. Yeah, it fucking made his fucking dash range from his Q. I mean, his speed from it a little bit faster, which, I mean, who really gives a fuck about that?
It's not like you could stop him in the middle of it anyways, though.
Yeah, like, why are you going to make him run faster after pulling? Like, they're done. They're there now.
Yeah,
well, there are some things...
You get stunned
there are some... Yeah, but he might not be able to follow up with it. So, for instance, like, say we have a Volibear and a Moo and, like, I don't know, someone who doesn't do any... Ophelia. So say the Amumu Qs on the Ophelia, and then the Volibear flips Amumu in the middle of the dash, right?
Yeah.
And a Q dash speed increase will help to sort of mitigate that sort of happening. You can get CC, but it doesn't make you unstoppable.
This patch, and
the CC will still go through.
They don't really stop that kind of thing. It's basically whoever hits it first. So, like, Volibear, it might show an animation where he flips a Mumu, but he'll still go to whoever he's pulling to. I can't say for certain, but...
Well, no, because it depends on, it depends on... Yeah.
You can't interrupt casts if there are...
So you're talking about in the case of a displacement of the body?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I was thinking...
Yeah, not just like a stun something, although that might work too, but I want to say where you're actually moving the enemy champion, like a Volibear flip.
I was thinking like on the rare case of somebody with a QSS that could dash out like a Lucian.
I've had times where it hits me like the second, like I'll dash away, and then a Mumu hit me like a split second to where I was, and then it'll still pull me because where he cast it and where I was at the same time.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing, though, is the change to his ult.
Yeah.
How the cooldown is reduced.
I think Kuzkuz is the only one in here that's played a Mumu since the change. Have you ever noticed, like, any changes with his ult in terms of how fast it happens?
I mean, no.
Well, the ult doesn't... The speed of the ult, it's the cooldown.
Yeah.
It's the cooldown, and then you can stop enemies in their tracks nowadays.
That's kind of cool. Because that means, there's
Illusion.
Do you think Ezreal? Because his is kind of a flash. Do you think that stops his?
His thing is fucked though.
Yeah, his thing is all
but
fucked,
he can flash out of anything.
He can flash out of Blitzcrank.
That's one of the things is like you got certain
and that's something
people
that's never been fixed.
You got people like Ezreal who can like flash out of it. Whereas if you were Lucian, which has happened to me before, where I dash away, but I've seen like Nautilus or Blitzcrank's hooks still hit me to where I was a second
where
before.
You were, yeah.
Even before the animation shows it hitting me.
So I wonder, I kind of want to take that into a practice tool now. But like Tim was saying, like, oh, but that still hasn't been fixed. But, they fixed Victor's Chaos Topside, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Aphelios. Has anybody... I played quite a few matches of Aphelios.
Oh, I know what that means.
What?
Okay, playing Victor on the Chaos side.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I think that is what team you are, red or blue.
Yeah, that's what I was originally thinking.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know that there was a difference.
I didn't think that would make any change on his ability, though.
Well, I think it's like depending on what side you run into his gravity field from.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
Like, because it's a 3D sort of object in the space of Summoner's Rift, but it's actually like it should be a 2D area of effect. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because it's kind of like a dome. So that
Alright.
makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, I got a question.
What's up?
So on these immortal items, fucking buffs. So if you get the Cinder Hulk, can you stack that second passive?
Wait.
He's
Immortal?
talking to
Or
Immolate. I
Immolate?
figured
Okay,
that.
I'm
bitch,
sorry.
I'm black.
Okay, all right. Go
You had
continue
to
the
put that
question.
in, didn't you? Just...
Whatever, nigga.
So,
Whatever.
so on
Anyway,
Immolate, yeah.
Mole, whatever. Elote. Alright?
Emolate.
It's not, hey, Elote do sound good right now, but I'm just saying. But like, so like on Cinder Hulk, you get that once every 10 seconds, you immobilize fucking abilities dealing, your next immobilizing ability deals 12 to 29 fucking bonus damage or whatever based on health. So if you get that Sunfire cape with that Cinder Hulk, are those passives gonna stack?
No. That's what I was trying
No,
to
because it's
tell
a
you.
unique. Because it's a unique passive.
Yeah, they're both the same passive, and if it's unique, that means you can't stack, and even if it's another item that has it, because it's unique, it won't be able to stack itself.
Because it's unique and its name,
Yeah.
I think is.
So basically, if you get the Cinder Hulk, there's no point of you getting.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you when I think it was the first time you played a Moo this patch.
Oh, you got the Bomby Cinder and the
Yeah,
Sunfire.
and he got the Sunfire, yeah. Which, it stacks the stats, so you still got extra health and extra armor, but you didn't get that extra passive. So it's essentially a wasted, let's say, estimated 800 gold. Because
Right.
you spent
Okay.
it for the passive
So then,
when you could have got Dead Man's
random off-topic question then.
Blade.
Will you get the extra damage because Sunfire Cape, the Immolate does more damage than from Cinder Hulk?
That's true.
So
would you get the
damage?
stronger one?
So would you get the damage if you had both of them?
Yeah.
Would you get that? You get the bonus health from Cinder Hulk and then the extra damage from Sunfire Cape. I mean, it's
Well,
a
I
waste of
think
money,
I would
but-
say yes. I would say it would give you the stronger one, but I still
That's
feel like
that's a
it's
real
not-
good question.
Yeah.
That's hard.
unless
That's really hard
unless
to
it's
tell.
just because you had that one first, trying to add that one
Yeah,
on top of
I
it,
would-
just like doesn't even let you have that.
Yeah, because you already had the buff active.
Yeah.
I would say
Maybe you
yes.
die.
Yeah, and then not to mention Cinder Hulk, you have to attack something before it pulsates, as opposed to Sunfire, which is constantly pulsing.
Really?
Yes.
That one I did not know.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Everybody I play is either gonna use Sunfire or, like, pretty much everybody that I love playing, anyways, in the jungle is either gonna use Cinder Hulk or have a Sunfire.
Well, tank meta has been they've been pushing tank meta in the jungle for the last like 2 or 3 seasons now.
Yeah, and I love it. Kind of, because I did enjoy Yi for
I
a
hate
while.
it because now like I haven't been able to play Evelyn at all.
Oh
She
yeah,
used to be
Evelyn
one of my
is
favorite
actually
junglers.
pretty useless right now. She doesn't
Yeah.
have any sort of like real gap closers. People know when you're coming because when you charm them, like which you kind of have to. But
And her damage doesn't really make up for it.
yeah,
Her damage a little bit.
Kind of. If you make it to late game, she's really good. But you
Do you know who else I think-
farm until then because you can't. It's
You know
so
who else I
hard.
think is really another sort of assassin role player who I think is really weak right now, but I still see sometimes, and they almost never do good. Shaco in the jungle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Weren't we just talking about that?
We might have been.
Was
I
it
don't
me and
know
you?
what I was talking about. It could have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shaco, like he does amazing as a support. Every Shaco support that I see, and I've played Shaco.
No, yeah, it was
Really
you
fun.
because remember we did that solo duo together and we had that Shaco jungle that we were pissed at. He wasn't doing it.
Low key,
Yeah.
low key pissed.
Well, yeah, because he did fine, but he just
We weren't going on a ramp.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I got a 10-day chat ban or anything.
Right. That would just be ridiculous. Wouldn't
But
wanna
let's move on to Aphelios, though. I feel like there's still a lot to go through, and we're already at 30 minutes into this podcast. So, Aphelios. Galaxy.
I'm gonna be
Brain.
honest.
I've never heard that.
Aphelios really,
Galaxy brain.
he is a galaxy brain, and I guess I just have a free head. I do not know how he works. The abilities, and they make cool sounds.
Yeah, Aphelios,
That's-
I've played a lot of him, and I feel like he's more fun than strong. but seeing him in LCS so much and actually being just dumpstered by him quite a few times, it seems like he's stronger than I'm able to play him. So I'm kind of happy that they're trying to nerf him down a little.
Right. He's just a high skill champion.
But we've already talked about how you can see his things now,
His
and I
weapons.
like that. Yeah, and his ult getting. Sam, you said it was reduced.
Yeah,
in terms of range.
1600 to 1300, which is
Oh, and a lot of his weapons got nerfed too. Oh no, never mind. His sentry health against range does more. Oh wait, does more damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so his what? His weapons.
Well, I think it's because
Some of them got a buff.
because they took away his basic attack reset, which I have a friend you played with. I'm sure you and then Sniper who plays.
Oh yeah,
Aphelios
he's the one
quite a
that
bit.
I yelled at.
And you can do that auto attack cancel, where you get 2 auto attacks off for the time of 1. After you consume a mark, you can do
that's
and it's kind of
crazy.
this glitch thing where you get double the damage. So they took that out of the game, which they didn't even call it a bug. Kind of upsetting.
Oh, they were just like, yeah, we designed it to be that way, so sorry you guys didn't like it or whatever.
Yeah, use a new champion. Yeah, they're always open. Man, you know how.
Alright, so since we already talked about that one, that was pretty quick. Relian Soul, which his star damage got reduced, which is really weird because I never see him played, and when I do see him played, I never think, God damn those stars.
no. It's always the stun that pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean the stun.
Yeah, but the stun
it's
lets
pretty
you.
easy
lets
to
you-
get away from if you have somebody with a dash at
I
least.
think
But it
what
is a
that
long
might be
stun.
about.
Yeah.
I think that might be about isn't him being able to capitalize on his damage or trades. I think it's him being able to push his wave a lot stronger.
Oh, my bad. I was grabbing another beer. I apologize for the squeaky chair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his stars, when they're active, they're able to clear waves well. And he was getting a little bit too strong at pushing, and then he can E over a bunch of walls and then roam to a different lane after he shoves his lane really hard.
That makes sense.
So,
that makes
I
sense.
think they wanted to just reduce the amount that he was able to play around the map and be everywhere all at once.
Well, Caitlyn got a buff, which I'm really upset with.
Can we talk about this 10% attack speed
Yeah.
at level 1?
That is insane. That is so much attack speed. And I'm trying to think back. I don't think I've seen her since the patch,
I have.
which is weird.
Yeah. She's still...
Oh yeah, I definitely have.
Yeah.
She's definitely strong.
We played against her the other day.
I think Caitlyn was already in a really strong place to begin with, especially in the early game, which is insane that they just gave her that straight up level 1 increase. Not any sort of scaling or anything, just boom, you start 10% attack speed faster because her level 1 harass is incredible.
And not to mention, I would love to see Caitlyn nerfed into the ground forever, possibly removed from the game. Because, for the simple fact I have an ex that I hate named Caitlyn. Luckily, it's not spelled the same,
sure.
so... But, yeah, I really hate this because I would love it if I played more ADC because she is one of my favorite ADCs to play, but I just don't play it enough for this to be good for me. So, in my biased opinion, I hate this buff. I really do.
From what I don't know what the tier is.
It
for
says-
Jet, but I feel like she is not sitting in that of a weak spot.
It
Or
says
was before they did that.
sharpening Caitlyn's early game harass potential.
Well, the problem is, the thing with Caitlyn is just because of the way that her champion works out, if she does get shut down early in the game, her mid game isn't as strong because she doesn't have as much escapes. You know what I mean? If you're not fighting as a team with your tank front to back,
I don't know.
then
I've
it's going to be.
seen-
It's,
But she
it's
has
a lot-
so
it's
much
super
range,
easy to
she
catch
doesn't...
her out.
She has so much range, she doesn't have to be out as much.
Her
Sure,
trap.
but
If you use the
what's
trap really
your
well.
range? What's your range going to be? Like a Kha'Zix, that just fucking dives you.
Well, if you
when
trap really well, you're fine. As long as you can survive one hit, you can get out. If a Kha'Zix jumps on you, trap yourself, E out, you're good.
Well, I dashed then set a trap. But then, yeah, you just gotta know how to play. I don't know. I feel like that's such a low elo buff.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like Caitlyn was probably fine in the higher elos, and
But
they're just
see, the
catering.
thing is that it's not like it scales up. It's just like instead of starting at 10% attack speed, she starts off as 20, and then her basic attack speed still increases at a normal.
Still scales up.
So she still
Yeah.
gets like 3 to 5 attack speed per level, and she's got double
I don't want
that.
to talk about this Garen.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to talk about this, Garen. But real fast, this podcast was brought to you by me needing to take a piss, so I'm gonna press pause real fast.
All right. So
All right.
Black.
Welcome. All right. He's black, and the rest of us are back. All right. So
Bada boom, bada bing.
we're gonna talk about Garen now, and Cuz, why don't you read these ones off for us?
God damn it. Alright, bro. Alright, so they increased, god damn it, start over. They increased the fucking Q empowered basic attack damage ratio, and it increases fucking W resistance after max from enemy kills.
All right. So yeah, just continue with the you don't have to read the quote.
Alright, so his decisive strike empowered basic attack damage ratio from 0.4 damage to 0.5. I mean, it's not a big deal. Who gives a
Yeah, and just a heads up, the decisive strike is the Q, in case anybody is listening and not watching.
Actually,
who's gonna be
I'd
the
say that might be kind of a little bit bigger.
Yeah, is it
So it's the ratio. So it's how that Q scales off of your
yeah,
off of your attack.
okay, but if you
stat.
go
So
with
late
Q
game.
and W, I'm gonna disagree with this because Garen doesn't need more damage and more tankiness. They should pick one. Either make him a tank or make him a bruiser. Don't make him a tanky bruiser.
I'm not super
He
good at
does.
math, but isn't that a 20% increase?
What for this Q?
Yeah.
No, I think that's 10.
Is that 10?
0.4 to 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it was 0.4 and it goes up to 0.5, that's all right. That's something like that. That's just
Yeah.
still pretty insane in terms of like late game. And then
Well, like say you have say you have a Garen that is building bruiser and he's got 200 AD, right? That would change his Q damage to 100 damage.
yes.
It starts off less in the early game.
Okay.
To ratio, the scaling of
Yeah.
it will increase the more AD that he did.
All
They
right.
gave him an AD boost and a pretty big health boost too.
Oh, okay. So
Resistances, health, and shield.
well, what's even more interesting is they took kind of a left turn on the W there, because instead of maximum health, they're doing flat rate plus 0.2% health.
Yeah, it's a flat
Yeah.
rate and extra health, so it's fucking
Oh wait, that's more.
yeah. That's way
Well,
more.
it's his shield scales off. He doesn't get.
Well, yeah.
Well, his shield was just based off of his health, but now it scales on his W.
plus 0.2.
Yeah. So they doubled.
So
the
they
amount of
doubled
health.
his maximum health bonus. Oh no, it's not maximum health; it's
Well,
bonus
no,
health.
so like
Yes.
he has 100 health. He gets a 1 extra health shield, but now it's like 2 extra health shield.
Well,
For 100
it would be.
health. But that's added onto the base stats as well, instead of just that.
Well, shit. I heard that Kuzka's actually looks like a black Garen in real
The
life.
fuck?
So
They think I look like fucking Lucian, nigga.
Well, I think Garen already kind of looks like a beefy Hebrew
Tim, you
type.
look like Gnar. Go sit down, okay?
I wish I
Now
was
let's talk
that
about
hairy.
some Gnar. Fuck
It's,
Aaron. Busted. We all know this.
All right. Side note: would you rather have Gnar as a pet or Garen as a roommate?
Gnar is a pet 'cause you can transform to eat some niggas.
God damn it! What if?
Yeah,
that...
but also you're just fucking, chilling, and for some reason you're in the middle of a game, and Nar just I'm big now. Look at me.
Let's get some cat.
Yeah. Just in the back of your room, just expand.
Just God damn it!
Fucking blow a hole in the side of your apartment.
All right. Well, speaking of Gnar, Sam, you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. So he got base movement speed increased, passive mini Gnar movement speed decreased, and his ult damage ratios increased. So it's a pretty decent buff. I mean, they like nerfed his small form, but made his big form.
Oh wow! And they made
Which is kind of a lot because the only thing you had basically against Big Gnar was to just run away. Because if you get caught by him, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, and they made him faster.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like now it's going to be a lot harder to run away from him, and you have to have actual like escapes to get away from his big abilities. Instead of just fucking, he already can jump up at you for his.
But my favorite part of Gnar was always actually mini Gnar. Especially laning
Because you like the ADC Gnar kind of build.
I like it
the
too. I like
range.
throwing the boomerang like towards my tower and then moving out of the way and trying to hit him with
so that it has
extra...
infinite range.
Yeah, I like that shit, especially when it's like the final hit. Just like,
And then you get
I never played Gnar.
the bonus movement speed.
Gnar is actually he's super
Personally.
complicated. I wouldn't recommend anybody playing him until
So Gnar is a jungler?
he could be.
No, he's a top.
He's a top laner.
I don't think he can be a jungle.
Look, it says similar to Garen, we have a jungle Gnar specific change, which you could find in the jungle champion selection.
Tim's not reading the patch notes.
Well,
Nobody reads the fucking quotes they put.
Yeah.
not really.
Okay, so next up is JC, which is how Cuz would say
Probably.
it.
I think it's actually just pronounced Jake.
Oh,
Jake?
it is Jake.
So is it Jake or
Yeah,
Jace?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm.
Tim.
Looks suspiciously a lot like Garen. You can see his base mana and mana growth have increased, and his Q base increased. So I don't know what mana growth means, unless that's just his maximum mana pool.
Oh yeah, that's what I
But
would
per
say.
level it increases by 45 every level now instead of.
And then his Q. But is that his?
That's
his
the hammer
Q?
one. Yeah, that's the hammer
Yeah.
one.
Hammer Q. Got it. So it looks like they're just trying to take him a little bit away from Poke and bring him back a little bit to Bruiser, which, I don't know, Jace has always been kind of a hybrid player to begin with, and he hasn't been that strong, period. You don't see a lot of Jace.
Not
And you know who's going to be happy about this change is Dyrus, which I haven't
White
been
people.
watching in a while. Oh, and white people, yes. Yeah, but I'm excited to see what see if he starts playing him again, because I love that Dyrus Jace play. All right, and
What about this Lux though, dude?
yeah, this Lux is looking pretty sexy. I've been told that they're doing this to make her more of a support champion again, as opposed to midlane. They gave her Q's damage a pretty nifty buff.
But they also reduced the ratio.
Yeah, they reduced the ratio,
And the cooldown. on
which
the
makes
Q.
it harder for her to lane, but it makes her Q more intense for support type play.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because you're not going to be getting his items as quickly if you're in support.
And
You're not going to be getting as much ability power. You're going to be going more support.
Early
items. So I
game.
actually like this change.
yeah, me too, because early game, look, it's down 2 seconds with her Q.
I don't think they should have changed her cooldown though.
No, they definitely should have, because now she won't be able to sustain herself if she solo lanes, but she's going to be a much better support because she can throw her Q a lot more often.
So what about her ult? Does that mean
Yeah.
she since its chart takes a little minute to charge up, you can dash her flash to where you're gonna go? And
Yeah.
Well, no, it says right there,
Charge.
her ultimate won't follow her when she flashes. So that means she can cast her ult, flash away.
In
Yeah,
case
it's the same
somebody,
problem.
I guess in case like a Morgana's trying to Q her in the middle of it or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of busted.
I mean, it's
No.
not really a worthwhile thing to
I mean,
change on her. I don't think it'll change too
Well,
much.
I think it is. I think it is because her ult kind of requires this level. You know, if you go and try and cast your ult, and you're in a precarious position, you're trying to ult to save yourself, and you can't get that damage out quick enough, or somebody can kill you. You can still flash away and get your ult off at the same time.
It's a very niche thing because
It's good.
you're already using your Q. Like, you shouldn't really be ulting without hitting your Q first.
Yeah, it's gonna make for some like
And because her Q
interesting
can already
montage
hit
plays.
2 people, that, you know, if someone's coming after
Okay.
me, I'm not going
So
to...
say you land your Q and your E, you're playing Lux. You hit your Q and your E in the bot lane. Let's say you hit both people with your Q and your E, you're gonna ult and get a double kill. But the jungle comes out of the bush right when you're starting to ult. Now you can flash away without staying committed to that ult, still get the damage off, and continue to be the broken.
I think Tim already earned himself a nickname for the podcast, and I think I'm gonna give it the hypothetical philanthropist. Well, let's say Ramus for some reason built a Rod of Ages, right? So, little side note here: would you rather have to spend a night cuddling with Ramus or Urgot?
Ramus.
Nope. See, now there's the question. Is Ramus the big spoon or the little spoon?
Oh,
That is discussed.
If
amongst
Ramus is
each
the
other.
little spoon, then probably Urgot.
Why are you talking about spooning?
dude, Urgot is
Obviously,
gross.
you'd rather
I
have
would never-
Ramus to be the big spoon.
I would rather have.
Why are you spooning if we're just talking about cuddling? You took it to the next level,
Why
Sam.
If you're cuddling, you have to have somebody the big spoon or a little spoon. You
Yeah.
don't just
How do
cuddle
you
people.
wait?
Just...
Yeah, cuz how do you cuddle? It's like face on.
I only cuddle missionary style.
Okay, Ramus. Cuz, you want to read this one?
Attack speed, fucking, he was at 0.625. Now he's at 0.656, and his attack speed ratio got a same buff basically. They both got raised to fucking 0.
I like the quote.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, these seems like kind of random values.
Yeah, that is just they literally made a 0.001 change to his
No.
attack speed.
No, it goes from 0.625
Oh yeah, you're right.
to
26.
21.
21.
Yeah,
No.
you'll do your 26. You're right. Yeah.
yeah.
Smoking that good
No.
shit.
No, that's not 26. That's
No,
31.
30.
31.
Yeah, 31.
Fuck. Goddamn, we're so bad at math.
Oh god.
So that's a 0.031.
0.031.
0.031. Yeah,
Which
is
isn't
a-
crazy.
I don't know. I think the value is crazy.
I like Ramus though. I might give him a go to see what happens.
I like the quote for this change though.
Okay.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Okay.
It's from that video. Okay. I'm
It's
pretty sure
from
they do that
the
with
only
all
thing
of-
he says. You never heard Ramus say anything else, have you?
I've
What
never
about
played
this,
Ram.
What
So
about this singed?
All right, so singed or singed, how Cuz likes to say.
Sing.
Singed. There we go, Sam. I
Singed.
agree.
Singed.
So his health got lowered and his armor also got lowered. Health by 70 and armor by 3. I like that because fuck Singed every single time he's in my lane. I want to start playing Smite.
Well, I like Singed
God
because
damn, you just gave him a whole fresh
I don't
shout-out.
play him, but I like him because of the way that he's designed. He's a very special champion. He doesn't play like any other champion.
You remember when I was living with you and we both picked the champion for each other? And I picked you Anivia and you picked me Singed and we played it for like a week straight? And
Yeah.
My Singed was ass the whole time, so...
My
thanks.
Anivia was actually not bad.
Yeah, I know. I could tell what you could play. You had no clue what I could play. So, thanks for being so selfish, I guess, is what I'm saying, and not paying attention to me at all. Cuz, you've always said Singed was super busted. Do you think this is a good thing that it got nerfed?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
A lot of confidence.
It's not that much, you know.
Well, why? Explain yourself.
Yeah, you sound like Schrodinger Singed right there.
No, I'm sipping tea, so you know what I mean. I'm black and I
Sipping
drink
tea in my hood. What the fuck is up, you buttercup?
What the fuck is good? Alright.
But yeah,
But I don't know though, cause like kind of like I don't know, bro. Like every time I play against Singed, I get slapped up. But when I have him on my team, he does the slapping. So like I don't know. I guess it's like hit and miss. Realistic.
I feel it. Well, I feel like you should be happy about it, considering I'm always your top laner, and I don't play
True.
Singed, so you should be super happy about it.
Shout out Urgot and Volley. Double flippy dick.
Double flippy dick.
Yeah, that would be, honestly, what are you guys doing?
That's what we always do, man. Well, when we do OQ anyways. When we don't do
I guess
OQ,
Urgot has a flip too.
yeah, that's what we do is he comes up top, he flips him, and then I go in and I flip him, and then they can't get
And
away.
then he flips him again. And
Oh yeah, and if it's we did play against the Singed once, and there was 3 flips in one fight, and it was just
you guys
Fucking
just
it was a
flipping
giggle
everywhere.
party. I've never heard Cuz giggle like that. He was like hee.
Yeah, hold on. Can we get an instant replay of that?
God damn it! Now I have to do some editing. Fuck you, Tim.
Just bleep that out.
I'm just gonna
I
fucking
promise
cut
her
that
this.
out. Yeah.
This just cut me out. If that's the editing that you choose to do, it would be just as easy for you to play that little.
You know what? I
thing.
am gonna cut you out, and you're gonna be even more pissed when you find out what I mean by that is I cut everything you said out.
Like it's just like, all right, Tim. Let's hear your introduction. All right, cuz, let's hear your introduction.
All right. So next up is Sona.
We already talked about Sona.
Yeah, we pretty much talked
Yeah.
about
So
her.
they just made it so all her abilities give her 30 mana now. They like increased the cost of everything and made it so every time.
Yeah,
she
but it
hits-
only works when she hits an
Yeah.
ally.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
what I'm
didn't
saying,
cover
is they
that.
just
They
added
didn't
it.
cover that in the highlight, right? Of the patch because it wasn't like a flat stat increase. But this right here will definitely stop her from playing in the top lane.
Yeah.
Period. Boom. They
Just
made
make
everything cost more,
mana. 30,
but
25
unless you
mana.
use it on an ally.
Yeah.
And then Soraka, we've already spoken about her, nothing specific, but if you're listening to this podcast to find out about Soraka, then you could have just looked at the patch notes yourself. So we're moving on to Silas. Silas, it looks like he got a buff for some reason, which we actually altogether just firsthand experienced, because we just
And it
played a game
It
against Silas.
didn't go that well for him.
Yeah,
dude.
it went fine.
Which-
They increased
Well,
the
see,
Q
here's
damage
the thing.
later, but then later game he sucked. He was
Which is exactly the opposite of what he should have done.
But compared to the stat buffs that they gave him, he should have still stayed strong. I feel like he might have just played it bad.
Well, I think, yeah.
There's
I think
also his other teammates who weren't doing that well. If we had that Silas on our
I
team, we
noticed
probably would've.
about Silas's in general is that they have a super strong, like combo. But he's still a mage and he's still a melee champion. So that means he still has to get up in your face and he still has to dive the team to do his thing. And he's still going to die while doing it.
Yeah.
So even if he does get a little bit more damage, he might be able to take one person out, named me. That's who he kind of went for. He got a little bit salty after I started killing him.
And
But after he... Go ahead.
I think that, honestly, they should nerf him to the ground because you can't have good looks and a good kit. You get what I'm saying?
Gay.
Hey, just because I suck a little dick don't mean I'm gay, okay?
Sound like you looking for a love seat. Right?
But honestly, Silas is somebody I played a little bit of when he first came out, even when he was like strong as shit, and I didn't find him very fun, especially since you have to play him in mid lane, and like you were saying, Tim, you have to be up in their face. It's like
risky.
it's too much. You have to be too calm to play somebody like Silas. Like, I can't do it. I'm way too hyped and panicked when I'm up in a fight.
Every time you press it, it's like...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hit him with the macros.
But next up is Udyr. Sam, you want to read his?
Honestly, he just gets a 5% off of his global cooldown for every Cloud Drake buff.
Oh, yeah.
Just because they're like, oh, Udyr gets left out from the
from the Cloud Drake.
But,
So,
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
just because it's
I kind of think that's stupid because every champion doesn't have to benefit from a Cloud Drake. Like you get people like the mages and stuff like that. They don't really benefit from Ocean Drakes that much. Like maybe a little bit, but
yeah, but he
Oh,
was
what are you
getting
talking
nothing
about?
from it though. He
Yeah,
was
but
getting
everybody-
absolutely nothing.
yeah, because it's just another stance that he gets at level 6, and there's no real cooldown to
Yeah.
this stance. Just another. Yeah, I think
he
this is
shouldn't.
probably something that needed to happen. Not anything that's going to break the game. Nothing important.
It's not going to
just
break the
5%
game.
global cooldown.
And let's just go through these jungle champions, and just to make this quick, because I feel like everybody knows about this, and if they don't know about this, they're probably not listening to a podcast about League. So out of all of these people that they're going to be trying to make into, I guess technically off-meta junglers, which one are you most scared of? And we'll start with Tim. Oh, Zed? Okay, really, Zed?
No, I would say Darius.
Hold on, I want
Sorry.
Cuz's explanation of Zed, because I'm kind of scared of him too, to be honest. I don't think he's the scariest to me, but I'm thinking Zed's one of the higher up ones.
Well, they just increased the damage from his passive to monsters.
That's not what I'm
but-
scared of, though. Cuz,
Well,
what
okay.
are you scared of? No, we need Cuz said it first.
Dude, Zed's already busted as a fucking mid laner, dude. So why would you make him fucking viable in the fucking jungle?
He's
Because
actually
the
not
thing,
that great in the mid lane
the
right
thing
now.
is that he's not going to scale very well.
Well, yeah, okay, so
And
the
that's
thing
the
about
issue
Zed...
with, I mean, why they made him so they do more damage to monsters so they can actually clear the jungle. But the jungle already has, you're going to be behind even support sometimes, depending on how well your clear is for junglers.
I mean, that's based off the player more than
And
anything.
because they've
Here's
nerfed
the
so many
problem.
assassins and everything that assassins aren't that well right now, even in the jungle, because
I'm gonna start playing Diana jungle. Let's just say that.
Diana
Diana
was
been
already good at jungle.
jungle.
She's crazy strong. She's crazy strong. In fact,
I
yeah,
don't think she needed that.
Okay,
I
but
agree.
the reason I'm kind of scared of the Zed, not my biggest pick on scariness, but the reason I am is because I already played Zed in the jungle a few times with Sam last year, and I didn't feel like it went bad. So if they do anything to help that, because the fact if I had my ult, it was a free gank. They didn't even have to be they didn't even have to be halfway down their lane.
My thing is the Darius though, the fact that he can heal from.
Oh yeah,
monsters,
Darius is going to be huge. He's actually the one I'm going to be the most scared
because
of.
I think that they should have just increased the damage to monsters from his passive, but not let him heal, because now he can just run through the jungle and spin and escape, even if you almost kill him.
So-
Or you can get into a fight with him
I have a
in the
question.
jungle, and he can heal off of hitting players and the monsters at the same time.
You know, it's funny because most of these champions, even after we've seen changes, in effect already, I haven't seen Darius in the jungle. I haven't seen Garen in the jungle. I haven't seen Talon
I've seen
or
Garen.
Zed.
I
in
see
the
Garen
jungle.
a
You've
lot.
seen it-
I see Garen in every
you've seen-
lane.
But
But my
what was
point
your-
is,
oh wait, go ahead.
yeah, my point is that all these champions, they're jungle buffs, but I think what's going to happen is that, like you say, Darius, if he's in a position where he can shove lane, but not in top lane, if they're laning, or Zed, if he's in mid lane and he can shove lane, but he doesn't have an opportunity to gank, he can just still increase his gold intake by running into the jungle and killing camps and not losing any health off of it, being able to come back to lane and then clear the next wave.
Yeah,
Same thing for Zed.
That's the biggest predicted problem I've heard in other League podcasts and other videos, things like that. But Cuz, you said you had a black question. Those are my favorites.
What's considered a large monster?
A large monster, so like the big ones in the camps.
Blue buff and red buff, basically.
Blue buff, red buff, the big guy of the Gromps, the big frog, the biggest wolf, the biggest
Right. So
raptor.
all the little ones.
Okay.
Epic
Yeah.
monsters are Baron, Herald, and Dragons.
Which is actually, it's a good thing you asked that, because there might be somebody that didn't know what it was. So, all
He was
right.
probably black.
It was probably. God
That was
damn
a
it!
white
Why does that sound like a hate crime?
All the rest of
Because
the
a white
stuff is
man
from the
said
last match.
Follow-up changes. Oh, okay, yeah, we don't really need to go through these. I don't think. I think we can just go through the rest of our... Or can we talk about the items? Oh, no, we already kind of did that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, they did a lot more bug fixes. You guys can read through those yourselves if you thought this was interesting at all. Next... Excuse me. Next topic. This is one of my favorite questions to ask, like, anybody. If you guys could vote off one champion, if it was Survivor, you know? If you could vote off one champion off the island, who would you vote off? And why?
Olaf.
Olaf?
Mm-hmm.
And why?
Because every time I face Olaf in fucking jungle, I get slapped up. I end up buying the love seat at the end of the day. All right, that's not how it's supposed to happen.
And you're like, now I have 12 love seats. Got nowhere to put them.
I'm supposed to be selling the love seat to Olaf. Every time I run into Olaf, I get slapped.
Have you tried playing him yet, though?
Yeah, I don't know. He's not for me.
Yeah, I mean, the worst part about him is, like, even when you get good with him, he's boring. I think he's super boring.
Yeah, just mainly a whole bunch of basics.
Yeah.
That's what I feel about Garen. But I feel like Garen, Riot tries too hard to keep Garen in whatever meta there is.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why they keep doing that is because nobody ever plays Garen in LCS. I think there's been.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like just give up.
He's
like,
a casuals favorite.
that's
The only people you see playing Garen are casuals, and they need to keep the casuals in the game, you know? So, he's a casual favorite, and they're going to keep catering to him as much as they can, but his kit is too basic. They're going to have to completely rework him if they ever want to see him in LCS. So what about you, Sam? Who would you pick?
Sam's gonna pick some dicks.
Some dicks. Let me look at the champion because I
All right, Tim, do you have one then? Well, Sam,
what for getting rid of a champion?
Yeah, if League of Legends held a vote tomorrow and everybody got to vote, whoever got the most votes, that champion got kicked off the island. Which one would you vote for?
See, this is kind of a tough question. There's definitely champions that I ban out but do I think that they deserve to be kicked out entirely?
Yep. Like
Yasuo,
Aatrox?
definitely.
Yasuo?
100%.
Yes.
Yasuo should be.
I kind of agree with that, to be honest.
You know what? You don't get that. You're not allowed.
You know,
all right, you can get a spell shield that you put on your champion. Okay, that's one thing. But you can't just get a wind wall that blocks everything. Like, literally everything. I've seen ridiculous things blocked by spell shields that just break the game.
Not to mention, I feel like Yasuo wouldn't be as big of a deal if he didn't get that passive shield when you literally have to press no buttons.
Yeah, it just comes up.
It just happens when somebody hits you. I think that's bullshit. But do you realize how many, if we have any listeners listening right now, how many of them you pissed off by saying Yasuo right now? I can't believe you've done this.
I don't care, and I don't even always lose against Yasuo. You know, I play Karma in the mid lane. I can beat a Yasuo. Your fucking wind wall doesn't work on my W, you piece of shit. I can still beat you. It's a broken mechanic. Nobody else has it in the game. I know that they're trying to make champions unique and special and whatever, but that's too special.
Dude, if you like Yasuo, you probably have AIDS.
But see, that's the thing. That's what my issue with pinging, because there's things where it's like,
is that you don't want to lane against somebody with AIDS?
Well, I don't want.
Yeah, there's a high contraction chance.
And he's permaban that singed because he keeps throwing out that coronavirus everywhere.
God damn it. That's like.
It's not even AIDS anymore. Like, hey, you want AIDS? And like, oh, sure, no problem. You want coronavirus? No, fuck that. Burn this whole thing.
Got the clap.
All right, Sam, who do you pick? If you're not ready, I have one in the chamber.
Pow, pow.
It's been a long time.
I'd say either Trendemir or Scion.
Trendemir?
Because they're too similar and...
Too similar?
Their ult passives are the same. And...
Drugs are you on?
Well, they play wildly different.
Okay, but... Okay, what if you just had both of them pushing top lane? You could take out like 2 towers before you could kill him. Plus,
New meta, 3 mid.
Tryndamere already
top
has.
slam buff.
Tryndamere already has too much damage, especially for something that gives him invulnerability. He has the attack and damage of an assassin, but the abilities are the like health and basic healing, even without.
I wouldn't vote Tryndamere off the island,
and
I would take away his ability to reduce the cooldown.
That was my issue. Is like you can the champions. I don't think necessarily need to be completely removed, but there's some tweaks that need to be made. Like Tryndamere he can die and doesn't even have to be late game and come back and he has his ult back, or he can ult and get away but still stay in lane and hide under tower for a little bit and he still has his ult back.
Honestly, I think it has more to do with his actual, like, his trading kit. The fact that he can E in, hit you 3 times, and then E back out because it reduces the cooldown when you get a critical strike on his E. That's his spinning slash.
But you don't even.
I feel like they should just take away. You shouldn't reduce the cooldown on that. You should make him choose, like,
or give
instance,
him more crit strike
like
based on his rage either.
Like, you shouldn't give somebody's escape also the same ability to be there and then have them use it twice in a fight. I think that's busted. I feel like you should make him choose between walking up and then being able to spin away, or spinning up and then having to run away.
All right.
I think you should make.
It took a lot of thinking, but I know who I would vote off now.
You're on the chopping block.
Karma.
Son of a bitch!
Just because I want to see Tim break another monitor. Alrighty, next topic.
She is busted though.
Okay, if you could develop a skin for any champion, who would it be? And what skin would it be? Maybe Star Guardian Urgot, which is a fan favorite.
I think there needs to be a Sonic the Hedgehog Rammus skin.
Sonic Rammus? That's a good one. What was that, Cuz?
Fucking, like, you know the fucking panda off Tekken?
Yeah.
Should be a panda skin. Fucking volley, dude.
Ooh, Panda Bear?
Panda volley?
Bear.
It would be Panda Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good,
I like that.
I like that a lot
nice.
too. Yeah.
I think Zach 100% needs more skins. He has one skin.
Well, because all they do is give him color changes.
I didn't say which...
They should. I don't know. They should have him have a suit of armor or something like that.
Some weird things.
I didn't say
even if they just took a different champion and be like, this is the Xerath Zac skin, and then just throw some Xerath.
It would probably take a lot of detail and stuff. But if they made like a mecha one where when he stretches his arms out, his arms turn into like chains and stuff or whatever.
You guys took the topic for next week, which was which champion deserves a charity skin. God damn it.
What's a charity? What does that mean?
It means when they haven't gotten anything in a while.
There's so many. Of course, you have to
I'm just saying, I play Zac in the jungle, and I don't have anything that does.
So you would pick.
But I don't like it.
What skin would you pick for Zac then? That's the question.
I don't know. It could be something. It could be something like crazy. Like, what if he was just Zac made out of beer and he was like super foamy?
They made a Rastafari in Zac.
The Bukkake Zac skin.
He's just a bunch of cup.
Frat Zac. You guys missed the perfect opportunity.
They just call it Snowball Skin Zac.
Snowball Zac.
You guys missed the perfect opportunity to make a skin for Camille, just in a big toe suit. Just Camille toe.
Camille toe. Goddamn.
Yeah.
That focuses too much on the whole thing, though.
I feel like that is less of a perfect opportunity.
But that's Riot does stupid shit like that where they'll be like, let's make a skin. I don't know, the skin will probably look bad, but the name's gonna be funny. So, like Bard, like nobody likes that skin. It's just funny. But it's fucking.
I'm pretty sure if they did that Camille thing, some feminists would try to sue them.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, have you seen all the skins in League of Legends of female champions? They are pretty
we're
lit.
Talking about camel toes.
Who's hacking the mainframe right now?
That's me. I'm trying to pull up because I don't know. Have you seen Volibear's rework?
I haven't seen what abilities are supposed to.
It's mostly
I've seen a
visual.
skin. I've seen the skin. Yeah.
The skin looks stupid.
Okay, well,
No, I don't think it's actually mostly visual.
I'm putting it on the Discord because I wanted it for the video for anybody watching, anyways.
That looks badass. How
This is the new Volley rework, and
He looks.
I wanted to
I
get
like
you
it.
guys' opinion.
I like
He
it.
looks badass.
I don't
He
like
looks
the
like
dreads.
Rengar.
I don't like the dreads.
He has dreads and he has one glowing eye. That's literally Rengar.
You're racist. You're
Look
racist.
how small
He
his
has
feet
dreads and
are,
a
though.
glowing eye.
Yeah, it
That's
is
literally
weird. When
Rengar.
he's on all fours, his feet they look like he'd break a wrist.
I mean, that is just like the concept art because they just
It's like
drew
the
it
rough
and
draft.
put it on
Yeah.
it. But
I like the wings, like the smoke wings or whatever the fuck that is. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
makes
the-
me
okay,
wonder
but
what my skins for
this,
Volley are
the
going to
thing
look like.
is like he's got like icicles and stuff on him. But like, yeah, he's a snowy bear, but he's the power of electricity.
He's
why,
a smoky bear.
why is he like smoking and icy?
And
Maybe
he
they're
uses
reworking his kit too.
They
He
are
gets
definitely reworking
high.
it. We know that.
He
But are they going to
smokes
rework
ice.
his concept? He's definitely still going to be Thunder Bear.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking
Yeah, you can see the lightning bolts in
He's
the
the
fucking.
bear
He's
god
on all
of
fours right there.
thunder.
Like, what lightning bolt? Are you
Kinda
talking
in
about the
the-
shit coming out of his back?
Yeah,
But
look at the
lightning bolt.
ears. There's lightning bolts inside of the fucking wing things, dude.
Dude, those are...
Look at his eye. That's a lightning bolt coming from his
No,
eye.
that's not lightning bolt,
Like-
dude. That's AIDS.
Nah, looks like he has fucking
That's
fucking
coronavirus.
Like that's the Naruto version of fucking Volibear right there, bitch.
No, dude, he has glaucoma, dude.
Yeah, he's
Just
the big ass-
imagine fucking Volley Bear running up at you.
Rasengan shit right there.
Is
I'm
that...
telling you, dude.
Is that how
Hey,
it
he looks
sounds?
badass.
That's what
though.
Naruto says when he's fighting
excited for this.
Sasuke.
As a person that plays fucking volley fucking religiously, I'm ready for it. I love it.
They should have just made him like... You know how like a Nivea is like a bird, but completely made out of ice? Should have just done that to Volibear. Just completely made out of ice.
No.
But he's electrical.
Yeah. Well, okay, like they're not like dipping their toes and all.
They should have like I don't know electricity or something coming off him, like
Well, you guys
give him
have
like
to
little Pikachu cheeks or something. I don't know.
All right.
That'd be
can't really
actually...
make a decision to. You know what I mean? Because just like
Doesn't
what
have
you
to have
said.
like bright red cheeks or something with electricity, but just like maybe like little things coming off of his fur and shit. Not like
This is just the fucking rough draft. This is concept art, guys. Don't get your panties in a bunch just yet.
I just posted a picture of the next topic. And what do you think the topic's gonna be?
About Seth being a pimp.
Seth. Okay, actually, no.
Seth.
I knew you were going to say Seth, which is why the next topic is going to be the worst name pronunciations from Cuz.
Seath, nigga. Seaman.
What?
Seaman. He looks like a pimp.
First off, let's just start off with Cuz. Long history of playing League of Legends, and by long history, I mean 3 years of on and off playing, possibly a total of 7 months. Cuz, what do you think your favorite mispronunciation is? And everybody else is going to say their favorite mispronunciation. I'm pretty sure I know what Tim's is.
They're the
Really?
same.
Because I don't have anything in mind right now.
Oh, really? Because I'm pretty sure you were talking shit about the way he said Flash yesterday.
Dude, okay, so no. Before you even say anything, dude, in my eyes, if I say dash, he's flashing. If I say free dash, that's his free dash. Alright? Black lingo right there. Get that shit
Okay, but
right.
you can
But what
flash
do you
and you
mean?
can dash.
What do you mean by
There's
free
can't
dash?
have
Though?
a dash and a flash.
like
and
is
if-
like Israeli's fucking free dash.
You mean
if
you
he's
mean
free
like an
dash-
abilities gap closer type shit?
Exactly.
That's a dash.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
a free dash.
So free dash and dash.
It's the same thing, bro.
Fuck
In my
the way
eyes,
the game
right.
programmed it, essentially, right?
Fuck Treyarch. Okay.
All right. So Tim.
You know what? That's it. That's my favorite minister.
All right. That's Tim's favorite. What's your favorite
Treyarch.
one? Cuz
Fiora and Fiona.
Fiora and Fiona. That's actually my favorite too. Can I explain it?
Go ahead.
All right. So when you first started playing League of Legends, you didn't really know many of their names. So Sometimes you
Still
would
doesn't.
kind of just... It still doesn't.
He just makes it up. He just
Sometimes
picks
he
up a
just
couple
makes it
letters
up.
from the name and just makes up his own name.
So
He would read through the whole thing and be like, "Oh, on."
there was this
There's an
one
on
game.
in the top lane.
There's this one game I was playing jungle, and he was playing support, and he decides to me, Fiona is coming. And I hit tab, I look at who's playing, and there's a Fiora and a Leona, so I have no idea who he's talking about. He's like, Fiona! You know, the one with the Goldie shield. Yeah, so that was my favorite memory. Sam, do you have a specific one, or
Probably not.
no?
Not a specific one.
No,
Not specific. It just happens
Yeah.
so often.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like capitalize on it when it happens. You've been like, hey.
my favorite thing isn't like a specific
Or ones
mispronunciation.
where it was just like, that's not even close. But
But
Alright,
you don't,
so
yeah,
I
you
got
don't know the name, so you just kind of describe the champion as best you can. Like, say you see a Maokai top, like, evil tree guy.
Evil
You
chick.
come.
Who's the evil tree guy though?
Vi's coming. He's like, punchy bitch.
Punch it, bitch.
well, I mean, there's Ivern, so it could have been either one. But Ivern turned good.
Punchy bitch.
Ivern used to
Alright,
be
so
This is Sparta.
is it Ragnar
no, it's
or
not.
Rignir?
No, it's neither. God damn it. That's like that one. I don't know why. It just pisses me off. I don't know if it's because I know you're doing it intentionally. It
Bro, it's-
upsets me so much.
Which one?
So say it. What is it then? 'Cause to this day I don't know what it is.
Really?
Is it
Which one?
Have I just
Ragnar.
been pissed without telling you what it really is?
Yeah, dude. Okay, if you look at the letters real closely, you can see that the N comes before the G.
It's
know
Rengar.
Ragnar?
Now you're
I think
just
it might just be
fucking-
like a black guy thing. You know?
Might be a
Let me-
black
let me
guy
ask you
thing.
a
It's like
question.
ask and
Black
ax,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you a
He,
question.
he got the
Yes.
the shitty double whammy with the illiteracy and the dyslexia. So
God damn it. Alright. Let's stop picking on...
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to edit that part out.
yeah. And, alright, but the real thing is Set. I pulled up a picture of him in case any of you guys aren't horny enough.
He looks like a pimp. Looks like-
What are your thoughts on Set, and do you think he should be nerfed or possibly completely reworked? What do you think?
Well, he's too new to get reworked.
I guess
I don't know. I can see. I get what they're trying to go for. I just think the premise is flawed.
He looks like a pimp.
You
He
know,
looks like he's gonna
I
piss
feel
on
like he
some
was rushed. I feel like it's all like it's
Yeah.
nice. He's not bad or anything.
because he's supposed to be like a tank buster, bruiser buster, but he ends up just being an everyone buster.
Yeah.
Busts.
I think what they need to do is they either need to get rid of the true damage or they need to get rid of the shield on his W and maybe increase the Q damage or the stun duration of his E,
I mean,
and he's perfect.
he's pretty squishy, so they can't really take away his shield. Otherwise, he's screwed.
Yeah, but
Like-
the amount of the true damage you get if you hit that W right. is
well, I'm
like
not
you
saying
don't
his
even
shield is
need the
good
shield.
because I feel like his shield is retarded. Like
I've fought
he
people with him.
he maxes out his bar and casts his W. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
And then he gets it's a shield, but it hits like his whole health bar almost.
yeah, but I've fought people when I'm only 2 kills up and I literally lose no health because
think-
my shield is so insane.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Is his shield is so insane that
So yeah,
You
get
know.
rid of the shield or get rid of the true damage from his W.
I think they should just get rid of the true damage. The more true damage that they have in a game, the worse the game is going to be overall. Period.
That's true.
Across all
That-
champions.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it should
Let's see,
be
that's-
true
that's-
damage. Definitely be a very niche, small thing. Like you do a small amount of true damage, or one ability does like a medium amount of true damage. But you should never just fucking chunk for true damage because there's nothing to build against that.
yeah. But except for being just overall tanky is the thing. And that's
Well, no, true
what's
damage
forcing-
ignores-
That's why
True
tanks
damage ignores
are
all of your
super meta now. Like you can have a team of all tanks and you'll win. Just because tanks are so hard to kill. Even if you have all that true damage.
I think he should have like one thing to play around, and that should be his big shield. I think you're definitely right, Justin. Definitely.
Yeah. Fucking sign me, Riot. Fucking sign me. I can fix your
What?
newest champion. All right.
Not Riot.
Nigga, you gay. You like nuts.
Okay, well, as the host of the show, I'm gonna kick Cuz out.
Because I'm black.
All right, but after the set thing, Tim, have you played any Runeterra?
Nope.
You've never played Runeterra?
Nope.
Your
Really?
balls ain't dropped yet.
Wow. You haven't played any TFT either, have you?
What's Runeterra?
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
That's the card game.
Oh, yeah. No, I am. I'm not a casual. Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, you're one of those Hearthstone fanboys.
You're not a casual. So if you were a dedicated player, you would have known that Riot was releasing new shit and would have at least known what the
I
game
knew.
was.
Okay, I knew of it. I paid it very little attention, and it has long since vanished from my memory.
So how much does it hurt your feelings knowing that Cuz is a higher rank than you in Runeterra?
Dude, I don't care. I've never played it.
Care.
He's a better casual than me. Ooh.
Just ooh on my stream.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. Did you just say stream on my recording?
Did you just say fucking recording on my podcast?
Did someone not kick Cuz?
Shut the fuck up, Tim.
You know what? Surprisingly enough, nobody has joined the Discord for this whole recording.
That is
It's kind of nuts.
not that. Nope.
Also, nobody has walked into our room during the recording, which is even more nuts.
And no dogs have barked or people have taken it.
Or no Zayden, and no Jews. That's the best part. No Jews. Okay. But I don't really have anything
just
else
cut out
to
a
talk
whole
about except for
demographic
the
in the
last
first
thing.
stream.
First stream,
Just cut out
no
an entire-
Jews.
Cut out an entire demographic.
Yeah,
I would love
agree.
it if only
what do
3
you call
people
it? Like,
listen to this.
Riot Rehab, Episode 1. No Jews.
That might be what this is gonna be called, the episode. But I would love it if only like 3 people listen to it. They love the podcast, and then they get to the end and they're all Jews. Like, what the fuck?
Did we do to you?
But does anybody else have anything they might want to speak about before we end this? Or did you guys want to finish this? Because we're only at an hour 20, and I kind of wanted to hit at least an hour 30. Did we want to watch some plays, or should I just talk about how I'm going to make the Facebook and the Discord tonight, and I'm going to post it?
I mean, we can just get into the Rule 34.
That's the best part of any podcast.
Rule 34, is that anything that you think could be on the internet is on the internet type shit?
It's porn.
Oh, anything that can be a porn is a porn?
Yeah, basically.
There you go.
Okay. Really?
It's
I
only-
feel
it's
like I
the
could
only
think
rule
of
worth
something.
knowing. The only rule worth knowing.
A peanut penetrating a uncooked hot dog.
Dude,
What the fuck?
peanut hot dog. Rule 34. See.
Post it in
Sounds
Discord
like
if there's something.
Mm,
Post it in Discord. I don't
I
care.
gotta search.
I wasn't that serious.
I wasn't that serious.
Hold on, I can't give
I
away
was
all
kind of
that.
expecting more Sona
I'm gonna be
Soraka
using
shit,
this
but
one
we're
later.
just gonna go into just random.
Okay.
How
This,
about we talk about how many bitches I can fit in my Tesla? Alright.
Well, on that note, it was nice. Nice having you guys all
Cut it
here.
off, man. Yeah, we're at this long of a podcast, and then just be like, yeah, we're just to cut it like 20 minutes short.
But,
7 bitches, if you guys would like to know. Alright.
7.
I would also like to throw out that Cuz does not have a Tesla.
I have a Hyundai Sonata, fuck you. Close enough, alright? You
Oh.
ready to go to this?
There's no. That's not a peanut hot dog, though.
There's no hot dog. That's the best I could do.
Okay, so I win then.
Dude, why is he leaking out of his butthole?
Okay. Anyways,
That's why they took the peanut off the peanuts. The Mr. Planners. They don't have the peanut guy on there anymore.
It's a scandal.
No, he went to porn. He's a porn star now. He doesn't.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Why is he drooling a little bit?
I mean,
Why is he drilling a little? It's because Seth's right above him, dude.
Well, hold on. Let's ask the real question. Why does his glove maintain perfect hand form even when it's not on his?
Oh, you're right. It's the thing from fucking Adam's Family.
What are you talking about? He obviously just put something in that glove and fisted himself with it.
That's the hand from Hamburger Helper. They just had a fucking.
Oh god. All right. All right. On that note, no. On that note, for real,
We're just gonna have to cut the last 10 minutes.
We have to end it here. If you are listening, if there's one person that got through it, awesome. Go ahead and comment, blah blah blah. I'm gonna make a email, Discord, and Facebook for us tonight, and post those links in the descriptions of anything you're listening to this on. So if you have any interest in asking us questions, go ahead, and you might be in the next episode. We're gonna keep doing this every single week, so please make sure to come back and listen to us. We have a black guy. All right.
Damn right. I'm black. I approve this message.
Sponsors welcome. All right, that was a good job, guys.